Ta-da! Good morning, how are you? Welcome to day 4, I almost lost count there, and another wacky hat. Blue theme, and to match the theme, having a cup of coffee in my favourite whale cup today, provided as a gift by my dearest Angie, and it comes from a wonderful store in Melbourne called Thomas & Co. Really great. Coffee is awesome. Hope you're doing good. Hope today's not too crappy and you're doing all right. It's officially a show holiday here in Toowoomba, but there's nothing showy and there's nothing holiday-y about it. Everyone's staying inside. Well, I hope everyone's staying inside and behaving themselves, but yeah, it's a show holiday today. I have been talking to my sister in the last few days, and she has a 5-year-old who is asking lots of questions, wanting to go outside and do fun things, and she's having an interesting time dealing with that. So at the end of this clip, I've got a few little suggestions and things that I've found that might be helpful for your little people at home. I don't know, I'm just throwing my hat in there. And there's some fun games that you might be able to use in some way. So I'll post that at the end of this little daily chat for you to have a look at if you wish. Little throwback here, because I think I'm going to make this a thing. Andreas, Boomer, number 5 or number 6, not sure which one, in the Christmas performance of 6 White Boomers. Bat grade 2, bat grade 3, something like that. Yeah. Socks on the hands. Loving it. Just fantastic. So yes, fun times ahead. My little covering of an artist today is actually a little bit broad. It's a magazine, my favourite thing at the moment. Well, magazines have been my favourite thing for a long time, but the artist that I'm kind of looking at and talking about today is the beautiful Frankie Magazine. So you might have seen this around in news agencies. It's Australian, which is super exciting. Frankie has been around for quite a long time now, which is really exciting. And they look at artists, they look at current events, they look at different lifestyles, they look at promoting artists. They feature an artist every month in their magazine, and it's just a beautiful magazine coming from a person, as you may know, who likes paper. It's on a very matte a matte paper. It's just beautiful. So when you go back to the news agency, grab it. It's really awesome. So I'm just sending out a little hello to my sister today, and wanting her to know that I love her very much, and that I know that this is an interesting time and you're doing an amazing job. And I just wanted to say hi. Hopefully we're actually going to have a bit of a story hour today with my nephew, with me reading one of his favourite books. Watch this space, see how that goes. I'll tell you how that goes. It's just about both having access to the book, so we're just dealing with that, but we'll see how it goes. So it's a way to pass the time, and it's a fun way to connect and catch up, and it's an activity for him to do during the day. So this is a little bit of a hello to everyone out there, but particularly my lovely beautiful sister, and love you to bits. And one little last message. It goes out to everyone, but I feel that it's particularly coming straight out to my sister. So I'll see you all tomorrow for our another daily chat. Have a great day. And little sis, so a additional note for some things for kids to do that I've found is quite fun. And I'll put all the links for these things down in the description below. I bought this tin from the airport about 2 years ago. It was about 20 bucks, I think. And it was the best 20 bucks I've spent in a really, really long time. It's called Kids on Stage, and it's basically a game of charades. Pretty straightforward. You can get these online. We'll put the link below, but pretty much you have a little spinner, give it a spin, and you have 3 choices. So you have animals, objects, and actions. So for the animals, what they do is they give you the picture of the animal as well as the word as well. So that could be another literacy teaching thing there too, if you need it. But the kids have to act out the thing on the card. So finding a bit of space and giving them some time to do that is good. So that's the animals. The objects, what have we got here? A tree, a banana, really simple drawings, simple objects. The little hint, I suppose, with the object side of things is if they're struggling to be the object and you can see they're not quite grasping it, ask them to show us how humans use it, or how people use that object, and that sometimes helps get through. Sometimes it's a little bit interesting. And the last one is actions. So we have something like this, playing tennis so they can see the picture and read the words, and cutting with a saw. So that's another lovely little tool that I use. This is a hit, an absolute hit in my class, and if my students had their way, we'd be playing Kids on Stage every single moment of the lesson. But I use it as a bit of a reward at the end of our lesson once we've done our things. So that's the Kids on Stage. The other thing is a YouTube channel called, so it's by an artist called Willems, and he's doing Lunchtime Doodles, and he's a cartoonist, illustrator, and he goes and teaches you in about 20 minutes, I think it is, and goes through and teaches kids how to do doodles and drawings. And you sit down with him and learn how to do that. They're nice and simple. They're really effective. It's an absolute hit on YouTube. Jimmy Fallon was raving about it and saying, you know, how much that the drawings actually come out quite good. So yeah, it's fantastic. The drawings are really cute, and that might be something to do, not necessarily during lunchtime, but something to do during the day as a bit of a part of your routine. And the last thing is, depending on the age of your child, I suppose, there's a lovely narration of where the wild things are, and it's done by Christopher Walken. So it might be for the older kids, and something for the adults to enjoy as well. It's a little bit different, and of course Christopher Walken, that voice, it's just a little bit funny, and it's a little bit odd. So I'll put the link onto that. I don't know how old that narration is, but it's absolutely great. So that might be something that some of the older kids can enjoy if they like where the wild things are. So I hope those are a few little things that you can use and they're helpful. And yes, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.